Welcome to Onshape for Makers, where we're creating models to go to the shop. Tonight's part is a flange hub. Not all that difficult. The rib is a little strange, but we'll talk about it. But otherwise, it's a pretty fun part. This part came from TooTallToby.com website and his YouTube channel, TooTallToby. They have all kinds of speed modeling, they have contesting, they have challenges, they have a lot of instruction over there. It's worth your time to go over there and take a look. They have unbelievably talented guys over there. This is the part we're working on. It's actually a screen grab from one of TooTallToby's challenges they do on Monday afternoon. It's a pretty straightforward part. There's not a lot to be said for it. Looks kind of like this. The only thing you'll notice, I've got two of the ribs broken out over there. You can see the taper going out. The taper is normal to the 45-degree angle, so it goes out in a diamond, and the one side is curved to fit the spindle. We're going to let Onshape do all the math for us. We're going to draw it and hit the go button and watch it go. This is the part. As you can see, there's not much to it. It's a pretty standard part. Strange little ribs, but they're fun. So we'll start with a new part studio. And we'll go to the hamburger menu, make sure we are on workspaces in inches and pounds, green check mark. So we will start sketching on the top plane, sketch top, N for normal, draw 4 circles, center point, pull out. The largest one is 5, center point, pull out. The second one is 3.3. The third one is 1.2. And the last one is actually the hole through the middle, and it's 0.6. That's everything we need in this sketch, so we'll green check mark. We'll go to extrude function, new solid, select that little spindle to get a tube. The length is 2 inches, green check mark. It hides the sketch. You re-enable the sketch. Click the second ring, extrude. That one is a depth of 0.95. We're solid, we're add this time, check mark. Third one is extrude 0.3. And that finishes a major portion of it. We will come up, hide the sketch, turn the part over, click on this face, which gives us a new plane to sketch on. Start a sketch. Go to C for circle, pull out from the middle out to 2.9, enter, green check mark, pick up the circle and go to extrude remove, and the depth of the remove is 0.7. Green check mark, and we have everything. As far as the circles go, we need to put a fillet in. We need to put several in. They're 0.1 fillets. One of them goes in the bottom. We'll turn the top over. One goes between the first and second part. One goes at the outer edge of the second part. One goes between part 2 and 3, and one goes at the top edge of part 3. Green check mark, and we've got a whole lot more finished. Now we need to do something that's a little different. That's kind of why I wanted to do this part. what we're going to have to do is to have a line that goes down the center of this and across so we can construct the rib. To construct the rib, we need the intersection of this cylinder and the sketch plane. So we'll select sketch, start a sketch, and then we'll go up here where we have a use convert, pull down, and instead we'll take intersection. That will give us the intersection of whatever we select and the active sketch plane. So turning this a little bit, I will select this and it will give us a line. If I zoom in, it will give us a line across the fillet and across the top. And zoom back out and do an escape to get out of that mode. I'm going to hide the part and do an N for normal to get back in normal land here. We'll go to line, draw a line at a 45-degree angle. Escape, D for dimension. Dimension is 45 degrees. And that distance from the origin vertically up is 1.75. So we will click the origin, click the point, 1.75, enter, and that check mark gives us the edge of the rib. If we turn the part back on, you'll see the ghost of the rib section. What we want to do is go up to the feature tool called rib and select it. We're doing part thickness and we're doing this of 0.11 parallel to the sketch plane because that's the direction we wish to go for the rib to go. And it needs a draft angle of 20 degrees. Now all we have to do is select this edge that we drew and it will completely build the taper into the ribs, take care of the radiuses where the fillet, everything is one click, green check mark, and we have a rib. Except we need 3 ribs. To get 3 ribs, we can use the feature tool, circular pattern. It's under linear pattern, but it's called circular pattern. And one of the options is pattern part. If you pull the arrow down, one of the options is feature pattern. And we want to pattern the rib feature, so we're going to select feature pattern. It says features to pattern. You can either select the rib or you can come over here on the feature list. And by the way, this is what they call a feature list. And just simply select rib and you get the same either way. It wants what the axis pattern is, so you click on it to set its attention into this box, and then this is the axis of this cylinder that we want the pattern to go around, so we will select the cylinder. And by default it gives you 4. We will ask for 3. And they're equally spaced. And green check mark, and now we have the 3 ribs. All we lack is doing the hole pattern. To do the hole pattern, we can tilt it up. We can select this top surface right here. Sketch on it, go in for normal. We're going to do a construction circle. So we select construction circle, pick the origin. The radius is 4.25. And that gives us the bolt circle. Now I'm going to zoom way in and I'm going to select the point function. I'm going to run the mouse over the origin to get its attention, and then I'm going to pull out this way, and you'll notice it's got a yellow line following it until I connect with the bolt circle and click and put 1 point in. Now what I need is to pattern that point 5 more times around the circle. To do that, I'm going to come up here to where it says linear pattern, pull the down arrow, select circular pattern, and pick that point. That point knows that this circle is what it should be using because the circle element is part of the definition of where the point is, so it can derive how to make all that work in the magic code in the back. But we're going to double click on this number out here, type in 6, and click the green check mark. And boy, is that hard to see. Let me go to part, edit appearance. That might be a little easier to see. You can see the points. If we go up there, there's another one up there. We're going to push P for planes and get rid of them and see maybe a little better. But what we want to do is make holes for each one. So we're going to the hole tool. We're going to set up a counter bore, start from the part, go all the way through in custom with a 0.2 hole through, 0.4 counter bore that's 0.15 deep. And we have the choice of either going through here and selecting each one individually, which is tedious, or I can go over and I can select a feature. Sketch 6 is a feature, and it has 6 points on it because that's all that's in that sketch, so it will make 6 holes. I can click green check mark, and with 2 clicks I have all of the holes done. And really, that's all there is to this silly part. Hope you guys had fun. I'll talk to you all later. Oh, if you got a question, write it in the comments and I'll try to get back to you with it. Thank you.